All right, so just started the recording. I'll send it out to everybody tomorrow, so you can have a copy and you can just replay this. It can answer some questions that you might have thought about that you may have missed as I go over this information. The Dream Football Classic is the name of our game. It's an all-American game. We have a lot of players with Power Four offers that are already registered for this game. Group of Five offers, FCS offers, down to Division Two NAIA. No, this is not just about Division One thing. This is about opportunities for exposure and make connections. If your ceiling is Division Two, hey, let's get your information out to as many programs as possible so they can evaluate you and then potentially earn partial scholarship money and open up doors for you. NAIA, Division Three, whatever your ceiling might be, we just want to help you out in your journey. That's what this game does. All right, we're in AT&T Stadium every year. We have a partnership with the Dallas Cowboys. We also partner with the Chargers, so we use SoFi Stadium multiple times. And then recently, partnership with the Saints. We're in the Superdome and then Lucas Oil with the Colts. IMG, if anybody heard of them, IMG Academy, that's a partnership school. So we host games on their campus as well, with their coaches being involved and the media that follows them being involved as well. So we partner with a lot of powerful people to make sure that all these athletes have the best chance to be seen and evaluated and have college scholarship opportunities. After this call, there will be availability to set up a one-on-one, just so we can talk in more detail about your personal journey. I just had a meeting with Brayson and his family. That's why I have this graphic here. But if you guys want to talk about where you are and any obstacles that you're facing or any strategies that can help you out, we will offer discussions one-on-one. But this is a group meeting, so we can go over the game in detail and exposure opportunities in detail. All right, so myself, as I mentioned, I am the owner, founder of Dream Sports Group. My name is Shannon Riley. Played Division One football at Villanova University in Pennsylvania. We were the number one FCS Division One school when I was there. It's called 1AA back in the day. But we were the number one team in the nation. Had two Walter Payton Award winners on my team. Brian Westbrook, who was a star running back for the Eagles. When McNabb was there, they went to the Super Bowl. And then we had a receiver named Brian Finneran, who also won the Walter Payton. So we're a very talented team. I was a 4-year starter at strong safety, all conference, all American honors. When I was in high school, received 50 plus Division One offers, and I used my athletic abilities to get a great education. Villanova now is $90,000 a year, and I was going to go there if it wasn't for football. Football was that tool to provide that great education. So that's what we want for everybody who plays in our games. We're going to provide opportunities for scholarships, whether it's full, partial, and then you can just continue along with your playing career and getting a degree. That's what we want for all players. So I started this company and this game because of my personal journey. All right. I'm from Delaware, and a lot of people don't even know where Delaware is. All right. 3 counties, a small state. And my biggest obstacle was my zip code because college coaches don't pour into Delaware, believe it or not. They aren't rushing in to find all the talented players to build their rosters. So, me coming from Delaware, small state, they would go to New Jersey, they would go to Pennsylvania, they would go to Maryland, DC, Virginia. They'll skip right over our small state and not even come in. I was 6'2, 190. I was first team All State defensive back, first team All State wide receiver, had the grade, speed, everything you can imagine. Nobody was looking at me going into my junior year. I had no interest at all. Maybe a Division 3 looking at me, but I had no interest. My coach didn't help me because we had about 75 players on the team, and he was like, "Hey, you want 50 schools, personal recommendations. Player B wants his 50 schools. Player C wants his 50. I don't have the time or energy to do that." So he didn't do anything for anybody. And I get it. He was busy, husband, children, teacher, grading papers. He wasn't going to be our recruiting coordinator, and he told us that up front. We weren't traditional power. We're about 6-4 every year, so college coaches really weren't pouring into our school. And then I was told if I was good, they would find me. So I didn't do a lot of regional and national things. I just thought I could play my 10 games on my Delaware schedule, and then everything will work out. and I would get the scholarships that I felt I deserved. Now, someone saw me play going into my junior year, and they said, "How many offers do you have?" And I was like, "I don't have any." And they're like, "Well, I know a couple of college coaches. Can I share your information out?" And I was like, "Please do, because I don't have anything going on. If you can help me, assist me, I would appreciate it." And then they started sharing it out to the contacts they had, and all these letters are right behind me in a box. But I picked up 50 offers probably within 4 months of this person sharing my information out. And I quickly saw it wasn't how talented you were all the time. It's also what resources and networking you had to go along with your talent. Once someone started sharing my information out there, it changed. But before that, I had no interest. So the connections was huge. You can see Florida State. This is not the regular Florida State that you know now. This is Deion Sanders, Florida State, and Miami with Ed Reed and all them. This is the recruiting I had going from no interest to offers from these schools. It was all based on the connections. No one knew who I was. I had no offers. They knew who I was. Someone sharing my information out that they trusted. It turned into colleges pouring into the school, sending me letters and offers coming. So we are the advocate for every player that plays in our game. We have a game plan for every individual. If you sign into our middle school games, high school games, doesn't matter. We follow the same game plan to make sure that everybody's information is in the proper hands and can be evaluated properly. So if you can see my screen, you'll see our game plan for our game. If you sign in, the top left says build exposure. We're going to do a press release to say that you're playing in our game. There's a graphic and an article that's written. We also do interviews at Media Day. If we have a podcast, we'll invite some people on, do some interviews that way. We do additional features, graphics on our National Radar Verified site. We do so many things in front of the camera to make sure that your name is out there and the algorithm starts to pick your name up. So that's one of the things that we do. We make sure that your information's out there. And if you have social media, we have 200,000 followers across all of our social media platforms. Many of them are college coaches. We have media outlets who follow us. So we will collaborate onto your social media. So now all of our followers can easily go to your page. They can see your workout videos, your highlight videos, your customer, your volunteer work, whatever you do. They can see all your information, follow your journey, and now you can be a prospect with them. So that's one of the big things we do in front of the scenes is the exposure pieces. Behind the scenes, that's where the real work happens. So if you sign into our game, we get your name, your height, your weight, what school you attend, where you're from. We get your parent contact information, your information. We get your awards, your accolades, your highlights. We get all that information on intake. We put it in spreadsheet form, and then we share it out to every college in the country. So in the summer, every Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, NAI, and JUCO, they get our rosters, our early commitments. They can read about every player. They know who's playing in our game, and they can easily put it into their system. Fall comes, we don't wait. We share it out again to every Division 1, 2, 3, NAI, and JUCO, and then winter and spring. So multiple times, your information would get shared. It doesn't matter if a coach is there and gets fired or leaves for a better program. We continue to share your information out over 365 days to make sure the proper people get your information, can upload it in their system. Once it's in their system, now you become a prospect. Now they can send you messages. They can send you emails. They can mail stuff, correspondence to your home. You can get camp invites. You can get junior day invites. You can get game day invites. That's how the process starts. I thought just being good, everybody was going to see me. No one sending me messages because no one knew I existed from Delaware. And a lot of people are in the same boat. Might not be receiving information right now, but you could be a high level player and you could wonder why the player at the other school might be getting messages, getting scholarship offers, and you're not. They might be in a database. They might have someone pushing their information out. There's different factors that happen. So you got to make sure that you do things the right way. We take a lot of heavy lifting off you by getting your information out to every college in the country. And when we say Division 1, that means Power 4, Group of 5, and FCS on down. So that's one of the strategies that we do. Share your information out to every college multiple times. We have a combine during our event. College coaches come, they teach, and they evaluate. So it's not me out there blowing a whistle. I played. I'm not going to move the needle in recruiting. But if a college coach is there and they teach and evaluate you, they can say, "Hey, I love your game. I want to offer you." And that way, now you're on the radar with that program immediately. And those coaches will pick top performers and MVPs out of every positional group and every grade. And then we classify them on our national radar. And then we share the results out to every college in the country as well. So they're getting the roster, they're going to get the combine results and the information from there, the evaluations. And then we film the game. And then we send that film out to every college in the country. So they're going to get all your roster information, the combine information, and they're going to get the film to be able to evaluate you and say, are you a prospect worth recruiting? That's a big step in recruiting that you might need, that you might not be getting right now. This is the game plan for what we do. Build exposure in front of the scenes and be a bridge and bring people to your page with a collaboration, but also share your information behind the scenes in multiple ways, roster, combine, game film for evaluation. Our Texas event is 4 days. Right now, we're in pencil for January 2nd, which is over winter break, but the Cotton Bowl has a hold on dates as well. So we're waiting on the Cotton Bowl to release some dates so we can officially lock in. If we have to go after winter break, we'll work with whatever date we can get. But right now, we're penciled in over winter break so you guys don't miss school. And you can travel out after the game. The game will be an afternoon on a Saturday, so you have all Saturday evening or Sunday to travel, and then school will start January 4th for most people. But day one, media day, pictures, interviews. We'll also do some media marketing, and then we have workshops. We were going to bring some college coaches in. We'll bring former NFL players in. We have the IMG coaches. I mentioned a partnership there. They come out and they talk to families about the recruiting process as well. Media is there. There's a lot of great information, a lot of exposure. You can network with these powerful people. Hey, what's your Twitter? What's your email? What's your phone number? Can you follow me? I'll follow you. Can I use you as a reference, as a resource? That's what day one's all about. Exposure, but also connections. Day two, combine in the morning. After the combine, then we have a practice. So you guys will, have a chance to go over the practice, the plays, the substitution patterns, meet your coaches, all those things. So day two, we'll have combine in the morning, practice in the afternoon. Day three, a practice in the morning, and then we have a recognition ceremony. We call every player up individually. We give out rings, as you can see. And then we acknowledge every player. We celebrate your achievements. And then we also give out leadership awards for those who are picked to be the captains. And then we have inspirational awards that we give out as well. And then we give some information out for game day, which is day four. Day four, we have 3 games. We have a 7th to 8th grade game. We have an underclassmen high school game. And then we have an upperclassmen high school game. First game is 10 in the morning to 12. Second game is 1 to 3, and the last game is 4 to 6. So that's how it works. Big time players already locked in. So college coaches are already asking who the rosters, who the hidden prospects that we might not know that we need to know. That's why you want to get in early because we're sharing the rosters out now. We don't wait till the game. Share it out now so you can get on the radar. We share it out in the fall, winter time, and then back to the spring. So multiple touch points. The earlier you get in, the better so your information can be shared, especially if you're a junior or senior. You're on the clock. If you're in high school right now, 9th and 10th grade, you're on the clock. Even 8th graders, the clock has started. So you want to get your information out there as soon as possible. As I mentioned, we bring in great people to be a part of our game. We have former NFL players that are usually the head coaches. We bring college coaches in and the IMG coaches. You can see Kristen is here coaching multiple games. We just had a game on IMG's campus where he's a head coach of one of the teams. So we have some high level people that are well connected. If you know anything about IMG, number one team this past season, all their players pretty much go to college. Many of them Division I full rides. A lot of them in the NFL. Knows a lot of people. His brother is the offensive coordinator for UNLV. He coached in college. So if you get to know him, get to know all these other people that are well connected, follow them, use them as resources as you build your journey. That's why we bring some high level, well connected people in to be the coaches and then teach a lot of things. We want you guys to learn a lot while you're there as well. So if you learn from college coaches or you learn from NFL guys, you're going to learn some high level drill work that you could take home and build upon as you move forward. Here's a video of our combine. Not going to play the whole thing, but this past combine in January, we had about 400 kids there. college coaches on site, a lot of success, hopefully more. So I'm just ability for speed and quickness to get those results out there. Then we break into positional groups for teaching and evaluation, and then we get into competition with one-on-ones, half line, and also 7-on-7. You can see there's coaches throughout here waiting for testing to be done. So now they can take over, teach, and evaluate prospects. I did get a message from a parent right after the combine this past time. She said, "Hey, just sharing, my son received an offer at the combine. Mississippi Valley State offered a freshman that was there. So she said it's well worth it. Came out before the game even happened. Just did well at the combine, picked up an offer. Obviously, can't commit too young, but they showed interest, offered them, and now that's how it starts to snowball. You get one, other people are like, well, who's that kid? He has an offer, and then more look to evaluate, and then more offers come. So that's what it's all about. And I'll show more success stories as we go. Committed graphics. This is what we post online. If you play in our games, we have a backdrop. We put your name, where you're from, what position you play, put a picture of yourself on there, and say committed to play in the game. Then we do a little write up about your skill set and anything else that you want to share, whether it's off the field as well. We'll put that out there. And then this is what we put on our social media. We put it on our websites, and then we also collaborate with you guys. So a college coach says, hey, Mikey Hunt, ING Academy, defensive back. Let me read more about him. Okay, he's playing in the game. Let me now ask for his highlight videos. Let me ask for more information that helps him out in his recruiting. You can take it right to the site, his social media with the collaboration so they can see, like I said, his workout videos in the weight room, on the field, see his highlight videos. So that bridge is important. That's why we do the committed graphic and the write up so they can know more about the player on the field and off the field as well. Here's Media Day this past January. Here's a player that played in our game, Malachi Iverson. He's been in our program for multiple years. He was just a sophomore. He's going to move into his junior year. But he has multiple offers. I'm just going to play a quick little snippet of his media day interview. And we put this on social media. As soon as we posted it, he blew up after we got the film out there and people started to know who he was.
Hello, bud. Tell me what your name is, what position you play, where you're from, and some of your football achievements, bud.
My name is Malachi Iverson. I'm number 44 for Somerset, Texas. And first, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to play. And I want to thank my parents and everyone around me, my coaches, for being there to support me. And some of my achievements was I was Offensive Player of the Year for our district. I was first team All-District and academic All-District.
How many offers do you have right now, Malachi?
I have 3 offers.
Awesome. Can you tell me who your offers are
Yes,
from?
sir. I have UTSA, Texas State, and FAU.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
So we put this on YouTube, also put it on social media. College coaches start saying, well, who's this kid? Let me look at a little bit more about him. They start asking for the film of the game, other highlights. And then since we started posting, he picked up about 15 more offers.
Hello, bud.
He has multiple Power 4 offers now. He has TCU, Baylor, Purdue, Vanderbilt, Kentucky, Ole Miss. Down the line, he has about, I would say, 15 Power 4 and then a lot of Group of 5 just going into his junior year. But he used the platform to get his name out there. Somerset, Texas, suburb of San Antonio, but not a big area. So he used our platform to get his name out there a little bit more. And then Shamar Nichols, big time prospect from Mississippi. But freshman year, he didn't play any varsity. He was just a JV player because his team was kind of loaded. Played in our game, did well, picked up Ole Miss, Kentucky, Colorado, and TCU since playing in our game. No varsity film at all, but used our platform to get his name out there and build. He's just a freshman. He'll be a sophomore coming up. We rate players, so we have our national radar verified. We don't wait for 247 or ESPN 300. You can see Malachi at the bottom with 247. He looks like he's highly rated, right? He has no rating at all, no stars, no composites, no anything. They got his picture on there now. But with us, 5-star guy because he has multiple Power 4 offers. We do a lot of 5-star club posts, different features for all of our prospects. So we're really pushing his name out there and it's helping him take off. But if he waits for 247 at the bottom, he's going to be waiting a long time. They only post who they want to post. ESPN 300 only posts who they want to post. If you wait for them, you're going to be waiting, like I said, a long time. So we make sure that we are proactive in the process and celebrate every player. Here's our star rating. If you have a top performer or MVP from any of our camps, combines, events, you're at least a 3-star. It means you went to a major event and you stood out. If you have an offer, Division two, NAIA, JUCO, or Division three, you're a 4-star. If you get a Division one offer, you're a 5-star. So we make it simple for anybody trying to find a prospect. 5-star Division one offer. If you're a 4-star, you have an offer at a lower level. 3-star means you came to a showcase, you stood out, you're an MVP, top performer, you're one of the best, one or two, and you're still working, still developing. And that's all with the observation of where you are. High level players have played in our game year after year after year. Like I said, we're looking for big time names, but we're also looking to build prospects. So this athlete right here, Zayden, he played in our game. You can see him right here, number 8. Did well, was the MVP of our game. And I was like, he's going to be something special. He played in our middle school game. Right now, the number one rated player in the nation at running back. You could just tell right away he was going to be big. We did the features and everything to start to build. He's a big time prospect. He's going into junior year, but he did phenomenal in the game. Like multiple touchdowns, just running through people. I've never seen anything like it. Big time prospect. We have many more guys that have played in our game trying to build exposure. And then it works with all the features, all the sharing, everything. Mikey, I showed you his press release. He played in our game in the Superdome. You can see the little fleur de lis in this picture here. Then he came back and played in AT&T multiple games to get his name out there. He did well, picked up multiple offers. He committed to Elon University at FCS in North Carolina. This player right here, Dad wrote a little testimonial, Wes Wiggins out of Mississippi. He wanted to put in our game freshman year so he can compete against Texas kids and California, Florida, and Georgia. He wanted to show he was bigger than just his small area in Mississippi. Did well, dominated. 35 offers later. Senior now, he's going to go to UAB next year to continue on. But he had a lot of options after proving he belonged out of a small area, playing against some high level talent. Another athlete played in our game sophomore year. Notre Dame bound moving forward. If you look up Zachary Turner, he was an 8th grade MVP in our game, number one wide receiver / tight end in the nation this past season. 60 plus offers from Duncanville in Texas. He's going to SMU next year. He went to stay home so his family could see him play. Terry Hodges, one of the best running backs in the nation. He has our cleats on, our gloves, our socks. He's a dream brain athlete. He had about 30 something offers. When it's all said and done, he committed to Arkansas, graduated early. So he just was competing this past spring for a starting spot at running back. And we can just go down the line. These are middle school players playing our game. Picked up offers shortly after before they got into high school. Here's our 8th grade MVP at our IMG game over the summer 2 years ago. Picked up 4 ACC offers before getting into high school. Now he's a sophomore. He has about 35 different offers. If you follow our Dream All American page, I did a little post on him. Picked up Michigan like 2 weeks ago, Penn State like 3 weeks ago, UCLA, a few other ones. So he just wanted to make sure his name was out there. He's from Massachusetts, was worried coming from that area of New England that he would be, I guess, under radar. So he wanted to make sure he got into the game early, got his name out there, and it definitely worked. And then families that come out, they enjoy it as well. Can be in the stands watching the game. But we also have field passes. You can see the families standing here on the star coming down, being a part of the action. If you have a field pass, you can come down pregame, take pictures and videos. You can be down during the game, take pictures and videos, walk up and down the sidelines, walk around, just get the best shots possible. Halftime, come on the star, take your pictures, catch some passes, whatever you want to do. After the game, when we give out MVPs and more on the star after the game, you could be there to take pictures, film, and then take pictures with your son after the game. So families love it. Always a great time. See you next time. Nothing short of amazing. So we want a great experience for the families and the players, something that they will always remember moving forward. We tell everybody hope is not a strategy. You can't sit back and hope. You can't wait. You can't wish. You got to make it happen. So with our game, if you're doing a lot of things with social media and messaging and all that, and then you add what we do with the exposure and also the sharing, it makes you an undeniable prospect. If you had the skill set and you had the grades, That's what we do. We push everybody out there year after year after year, success story after success story. We want graphics, we want testimonials that helps our program grow. So the more success we have, the better. That's why we do a lot before, during, and after the event. We'll never just pat you on the back and say, see you later. We're going to start the sharing and everything else to make sure your name's out there. Now, with our game, love Jerry Jones, great owner, but he doesn't give us his $1 billion venue for free. Believe it or not, some people don't believe that, but Jerry Jones actually charges us to use his stadium. So we do have to charge for our game. Now, we don't want to outprice anybody. We want to make this an exposure event. If you're talented and you want to prove that you belong, we want you to come out. So our game, we try to keep the price down as much as possible. It starts at $599. Now there's games, quote unquote, All-American that play in rec stadiums, high school fields that would be a lot more than $599. You can look them up and see these games. Our games played in AT&T Stadium, college coaches there, high-level prospects there. It's going to build your exposure before, during, and after. You're going to get a lot for the $599 with our play package. That's our opening package. Doesn't come with the ring, doesn't come with the combine, doesn't come with some of the media. You can add those on to build into it. But if you just want to come do the practices so you know what you're doing, know the substitutions, meet your coaches, get recognized at the recognition ceremony, play in the game, and have your information shared, $599, that will lock you in to be a part of the event, the game, and then jumpstart your recruiting and make those connections happen. So that's our base package at $599. We have two other packages, a little bit more, all inclusive. You get the ring, the media, all of the things, and the combine. It's the play package plus some of the icing on the cake. So we got to pay for the rings, we got to pay for media day venues and all those things, the combine. We got to get the coaches out there with stipends. So it's a little bit more. And then we have elite add-on. We have about a dozen people that do that. You get recruiting, you get unlimited camps, you get merch, you get Letterman jackets, you get all these things that add on. So that's the elite add-on if you want the ultimate push, and you get field passes as well that comes with that. So play package, all inclusive, and an elite add-on. Those are the three. All right. I'm transparent with everybody. It costs, but we try to keep it down. Now, with our game, anybody who might be interested, we're not just looking for 5-star prospects. You have to have offers. We're looking for people who have drive, determination, and want to prove they belong. When I played in Delaware, no one gave two craps about myself, and I needed to showcase I belonged. If I had a game like this, I would have went down to Texas every single year, kicked butt, and proved that I belonged, and it would have been undeniable. I just didn't have that. There was nothing like this when I was going through. With you guys, you could be a part of our game. All right. We have a mixture of Power 4, other lower level offers, and then we have guys that are just trying to prove they belong. Now, we have a special discount. People that are on this call, you look at it at the bottom, you see 24 hours, 7626. That is a code. I'm gonna give everybody a page you can go to. You can look it over. If you have questions, you can email me. I can answer any questions you have. But if you're interested in potentially playing in the game, we want high-level prospects, like I said, people with ability, drive, determination that could use this platform to grow. Discount code, sign up within 24 to 48 hours, and it will end on Wednesday night at 8:30. If someone wants to play in the game, there's a discount to take a good portion off to make it even more affordable if you want to be in the game. Now, we have additional things. People say, well, I'm strapped for cash. How can I get down and be a part of this game? So we have a nonprofit called Dream Initiative Foundation. All right. I'll share a link out if anybody needs it. If you go to this link, you can start a fundraiser, and you can have your own specific. It does not a whole overall pool is specific to you. You can share it out to coworkers, family and friends, teachers and administrators, youth coaches and trainers, church members, community members. You can share your link out to whoever you want to, and they can donate a 5 here, 100 here, 25 here, 10 here, 50 here, whatever. As funds come in, you can see the meter go up, and then when you want to cash it out, we'll send it to you via PayPal or Zelle. You can log in to Afterpay, Zelle, or Afterpay or Klarna, pay it off quicker if you did a payment plan with them. You can use the money for travel, lodging, meals, entertainment. So this adds additional flexibility with our nonprofit. to be able to raise some funds, to be a part of what we do. As I mentioned, we do have Afterpay and Klarna with everything that we do. So if you want to chop it up and you want to be a part of what we do, you can. So I just went on a cruise a little while ago, and my wife, two kids, my parents, we all went, and it was a lot of money. So I used Afterpay, chopped it up. We enjoyed the event, and then we came back, paid it off. So same type of thing. You can use Afterpay with ours, and then you can raise money, log in, pay it off quicker, and just move forward and be a part of what we have going on. We're also looking for brand ambassadors. All right, so this is my son here. Doesn't play football, plays basketball, but he has thousands of followers on social media. And whenever we have a basketball event, he posts his links out there, and people sign up off his links because they want to play against him, with him. They want to be in our events. He gets 13% every time someone signs up. So he's a thousandaire right now. 1 month, here's $300. Next month, here's 500. Here's 1,000. Just depends on when we have events and how much he shares. But that's additional flexibility. Doesn't cost anything for someone to be a brand ambassador. It's dreamsportsgroup.net/ambassador. If you go there, put your name, email, and phone number, you'll get a link, and you can start sharing out our camps. You can share out our games. If you have a teammate, if you sign up to come down and you got 3 teammates, a lineman, a linebacker, and a defensive back. Hey, I'm going to Texas. Let's all play together. You share the link out to them. They sign up. You get 13% of them. You help fill our game with talented players we don't know, but then you get compensation for it. And the good thing is there's a database where you can go log in, see how many clicks, how many registrations. You can use that to share out for NIL. You can build a portfolio. You can do a lot of things with that. In this era, and you might as well use something to build that name, likeness, image and likeness up. So you can use that for additional flexibility. We also have our National Radar Verified. I tell everybody, go on there, create a free profile. We have exposure pieces that we do, articles, graphics. It gets your name in the algorithm. It starts pushing your name up. When there's searches, people looking for high level players, your name's on there. You could be free. Just create a profile, get it on there, add your videos, all your information, because college coaches will say, can I get your database? Sure, take it. And everything uploaded in there will go. Or you can become verified, $19.99 a month or $149 a year. We will start doing that, get the algorithm going. We'll do graphics, features, articles, interviews, all these things over a course of a year. Keep your name out there, start pushing you up. When people start searching for players, your name will start to be recognized right away. I'll show you examples of that. It's a minor investment that can really get your name out there. This is what it looks like. Verified players that are on our page. Trace Hansen, he's an 8th grader. He has Toledo and Cincinnati offers right now. A few more coming in. He's in our program. Dad's like, yo, since I joined you guys, start taking off. Just wants more and more and more. And he's been playing in this game coming up in Texas. Just played in our IMG game. Many more high-level players playing in our game as well. As I mentioned, we'll do articles like this. We'll write scouting reports, and all this, the algorithm starts to pick up. So we worked with a lot of internet providers, SEO guys, and said when someone comes verified, we want it to really pick up. So they helped work with that. When you come verified, your name starts to pick up. This is my son here. He's in the program. We do features, articles, write-ups, and more. So I just did a voice. Top guards in the class of 2033 basketball. That's all I said into the thing. And then look, Shannon Riley pops up. So now moving forward, if any scout, any coach, anybody goes to Google, hey, I just need a top prospect. Give me a list. His name's going to pop up. Okay, let me search him up. Let me find his YouTube. Let me find his Instagram. Let me find his X. He's now moving forward, just going to 6th grade, but his name's always going to be mentioned with top prospects in that class moving forward. That's what you want, name recognition. If you're verified in our system, it starts to do that for you. It pops up. I ask for his name, give me some information. You can see starts to pop up information there. That's what we want for everybody. So the verified process starts this, features, graphics, interviews, articles, and more. Go to nationalradarverified.com, create a free profile. And if you want to be verified and have your name start to pop up more often, hey, $19.99 a month or $149 a year, can't beat it. And then he's already sending messages out to coaches and getting replies as a 5th grader. So I asked the coach, I was like, hey, why'd you reply one time? And they're like, hey, he sent a message. I saw his social media. He had all the posts. I saw his ratings. I saw this. There's a lot of high school players that send messages out and can't get a message back from a coach. He sent a message as a 5th grader and started getting messages back. So that's what it's all about. Have social proof, had the backing, anything you can do to get your name out there a little bit more, definitely do it. We also have our exposure accelerator. Real quick about that, anybody who wants additional push, we give action steps. We write personal recommendations to all the colleges in our network saying, here's a specific player that fits your needs. This is a skill set. Here's all his information. So we do recommendations out 10 to 15 per month. So that's over 150 recommendations out to college programs per year. I know there's NCSA and other programs, but you're just paying for resources and the messaging system. If you get into our program, action steps, we're writing personal recommendations. We're doing features to push your name out there, and we're making the connections happen. And we're doing the exposure over and over and over to get your name out there. So our exposure accelerator does cost because we're doing a lot of work, but it's $1164 a year. So $1,164, which equates to $97 a month. So if someone wants that and you want to build your exposure, make some connections happen, we do have that. Or you can pay $8,000 to NCSA and get nothing out of it. I'm not saying if you're in that program, it's a great program. Don't want to talk bad about anybody, but we have a lot that we do with our program. If you're a younger player or underclassmen, we do have our legacy program. That is unlimited games until you graduate, unlimited camps until you graduate, and unlimited push until you graduate. Once again, that's less than the NCSA program, and you get unlimited games, unlimited camps, unlimited exposure, push, recruiting help, and everything else. If you're part of our legacy program, we have a lot of kids that are in that. They might not get to every single game every year, might not go to every camp every year, but it's a lot of value out of that, getting the push, playing in games, and also going to camps. Legacy program there. And that's all I have. So with our game, like I said, we're going to do a lot in front of the scenes. If you follow our page, we're putting our interviews out there from IMG. We have the game highlights or the games up there, all the pictures. We're just doing so many things to finalize the middle school game that was 5th through 8th grade. And now we're shifting our focus to the high school. So our high school commitments are going to start shortly on social media. We're already sharing out our early commitments with the rosters, not just high school, it's 7th grade and 8th graders as well, because we have 3 games at AT&T. So our committed graphics, now that we're in July, are going to start shortly for all the players playing in Texas this winter. Like I mentioned, 7th and 8th grade game. And then we have 9th and 10th grade game with some 11th graders playing in that underclassmen game if you're just starting out. And then we have an upperclassmen game that's 11th and 12th graders. So we're open to anybody. Like I said, you don't have to have offers. You don't have to be a 5-star player. We have a lot of players that were not rated, were unknown, played in our game, and they have built their name up. So we want to make 5-star prospects, not just take them in and put them in our game. That's what we're all about. So if you want to play in the game, it's open. Visit the site, which is dreamsportsgroup.net. And then on that page, you'll see the high school All-American game. That drop down, go to there, and then you see all the information. Some positions are full. We've been having meetings with individual families. We have camps where top performers, MVPs, have been invited in already. People from last year's game got back in right away. So some positions are full, some are down to like 2 or 3 spots. So you just got to see where we stand with positions. I would say quarterback, running back, they always felt right away, because we're not going to put 49 players in one position on a team. You can't play, you won't have a great experience. So we do give a 2 deep for each team. So 22 offensive players, 22 defensive players on the team. 11 players play the first drive on offense. And then after that, the next 11 come from the next drive, and they keep rotating every other drive, play a lot the whole game. Same thing for defense. 11 players play the first drive, and then another 11 come in the second drive, and you rotate the whole game. So this is not going to be something where we have 96 people on one team and we're trying to figure out how we're going to get reps in. We have offense A, offense 1, and they rotate. And then same thing with defense, and you rotate, and we bring a specialist in to punt and kick, and we're off and running. So that's how we do our games. We will not overload. We're going to have a small roster so everybody has time. It's not a running clock. We do NCAA rules. So you have a lot of action, stop clock, great officials, great coaching, and more with the exposure. So at this time, I'll just open up to anybody. If you have any questions, I know we started at 8:30. I wanted to go about 45 minutes. So we have about 3 minutes left. So any questions, if you guys want to do a one-on-one, you can. If you just go to dreamsportsgroup.net and then you do /Shannon Riley, it'll bring up my page and you can set up an individual. We can talk about the game, where you are in recruiting in more detail, and figure out a plan of action. But while I have you guys, do you have any questions at all? And if you're a fifth, sixth grader, or seventh, eighth grader, we have our summer games, as I mentioned, at IMG Academy every June. So I know we're talking about Dallas right now because that's our next game. But if we have younger players on here, every June we're at IMG. Their coaches are the coaches, and we bring college programs from the Southeast in so they can evaluate, teach a little bit, and we make a big event down there. So two different events for younger people. If you're in high school, we have the one event in Texas. All right, I don't see any hands up. All right, so if you go to dreamsportsgroup.net, you'll be able to see all the drop downs. Go to the one that says high school games. We added a middle school game. It was just a high school game. So if you go to that, then you'll see the information. You'll see all the roster spots transparent there, what's full, what's open, and then you'll be able to move forward and sign up. Like I said, if you took the time out to be on this call, learn more, it means you are highly motivated. You want to get to the next level. You want to see what's out there. I don't want to limit to just 5-star guys and just guys that have offers. This is about creating opportunities. I needed it coming out of a small state. I know a lot of you guys on here, if you had 25 offers, all 4 rides, probably wouldn't be on this call right now. So you're looking for opportunities to build. That's what we're doing here. You'll have a great time, great experience, and a lot of push.
I do got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Like, if you're out of state, like, how does that work? Like you get there yourself, right?
Yes. So our game, if you do 599, it's going to pay for uniform. It helps pay for the venues, the referees, the trainers, those things like that. So travel, lodging, meals, entertainment, that's on the family. We do have hotels that give discounts that are close to all the venues that we use for practice and media and all that. But anybody outside, we had 43 states represented this past game. So people from all over came down. Um, but yeah, you got to cover travel, lodging. As I mentioned, we have fundraising. A lot of people, they might like set up registration on their own, get locked in, and then they start the fundraiser after that. They raise funds. If you use Afterpay, that might be $30 a month. Log in to Afterpay, pay it off with the fundraising. Then use the remaining for travel, lodging, meals, entertainment, and then you're all set. So you could use the fundraising option. If you want flexibility, use Afterpay or Klarna. If you want to be a brand ambassador, set that up and get some funds from that. Multiple ways for flexibility, but you would have to take care of your own travel, or I have to charge like $9,000 to fly everybody out and pay for room and board and meals and all that stuff. Dwight, go ahead. I see your hand up.
So I have a question. This is mother. So for the fundraising thing with the link that you was talking about, how do we get that for the donations? How do we get that?
Okay, yeah. So I have a if you email me, can you write down I'll put my email in the chat, but my email is Shannon.Riley, and I'll put it in the chat at dreamsportsgroup.net. So if you email me, say I'm interested in the fundraising, or I can't find the link, but we want to sign up, whatever your question might be, my email's in the chat, so you can see that. Just copy and paste that, shoot me over information of what you're looking for, and I can give you everything. Remember, there's a discount code now until Wednesday night. Anybody interested? If you need that code or how to use it, ask questions on that. Whatever question that might arise, just let me know. We have Alexander and Craig.
So did I hear you correctly say the quarterback spots for high school is all booked up?
I don't think it's totally full. There might be some spots. I'm not sure exactly. But I'll give you the link. Well, you already have dreamsourcegroup.net. You can go there and then click on it and you can see. Like I said, we only bring a select amount of quarterbacks in, if we have a game and then we offer it up to returners, a lot of them lock in almost immediately. And then some positions are taken right away because we already seen them, evaluated them, they played in our game. And then that might leave a few positions remaining and then they start to get filled in. So if we put a lot of quarterbacks on, obviously we can have unlimited spots. But to make the game flow go and have a great event for quarterbacks, we max at three. But we won't put any more than that. And then sometimes there's an injury during the year, then we just fall back on to two. But we can't go more than three at a quarterback position. So I believe there might be one or two still remaining. I'm not sure, but it goes fast. And then we have the upperclassman game and the underclassman game. What grade is was it Alexander? What grade is he going into?
He'll be a junior in the fall.
Okay, so he'll play in the upperclassman game. Is he playing varsity right now, or is he more just breaking through more on the JV level?
No, he's varsity. I mean, he's varsity for the fall. He's undefeated JV.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so I think there was one spot still in the senior game. I'll have to go back and look. But it goes fast. Like I said, we aren't going to overload the rosters. And we've been having calls for a little while now. And then people that played in the last game get in, and someone might took a year off, come back in the game. So different ways to fill our camps that we host. MVPs, top performers, they get the link and they can sign up. So unfortunately, with quarterback, if we only put two on the team and two on this team, it's only four total that get to play in the game, or six potentially total to play.
You said June 2nd, correct? But that's not set in stone yet.
Yeah, it was January 2nd over winter break.
Yes, right, January. Yeah.
But yes, we talked to them. They put us down on their chart, but they said, the $1 billion playoff game is obviously has first rights. So if we are not that date, then we're flexible. We'll have to move off it. So we'll know shortly, and we'll get everybody that proper date. We'll give everybody at least 5 months of planning to be able to set up some time and get away and get travel set up and all that. So we'll know shortly. We'll check back in with them with an update, and then we'll announce to everybody the date has been set.
And when do you think that will come out? We actually are going to be kind of away right after Christmas, but
Gotcha. Yeah, we want to do it within 2 weeks. Once we got to July, wanted to be able to announce. Only thing is the Cotton Bowl put a hold on like 10 days. So they're not opening it up until the Cotton Bowl has all their needs set. So we're still waiting on that. Now we could bump off of that second and move back a week, or we used to have games MLK weekend, that long weekend. So we can be flexible off there, but we're trying to be over winter break where people aren't missing school time, and there's a little more flexibility with families being off because the kids are off, might be able to travel. So we'll know in about 2 weeks.
okay.
But good question. All right. So I think we're good. I did record it, so I'm gonna put it out there for people to be able to have a replay. So anybody who signed up, obviously you're on this call. I'll get it back out to you guys and people that signed up and weren't able to get in. But nationalradarverified.com. At least go there and create a free profile. Add your videos, your bio, and more. The more places you have your information, the better. If you want to do to get verified, there's a little cost, but that starts the algorithm going and push your name out there and starts getting the more name recognition across platforms. And then obviously the game, we're going to give you a lot. So we're looking to fill this game up shortly, so we can really push this out and say, here's the full roster to coaches. We won't start ordering until like end of September into October, a couple of months for the stuff to get in. So there's still time, even if someone gets in with the play package, and I didn't go over this, but the add-ons you can add on at any point before we order. So if you did the play package right now, because financially $5.99 is what you can do, get in with that, it locks in your spot. And then a month later, you can add a ring. And 2 months later, hey, I want to go with media. And then 3 months later, let me add the combine. You can add those down the line with add-ons, but the play package will get your spot locked in if you want to go that route with the lowest possible first, and then do the add-ons. The add-ons equate to basically the all-inclusive package if you add those on. If you just want the play package, $5.99, That's what it is. And you can use Afterpay Klarna for $5.99. That's going to give you, like I said, $25 a month. If you can afford 25, flexible with that, it's like a meal at Chipotle. Then you guys can lock into the game and be able to play. So I don't want to price people out. Obviously, you got to pay bills, but it's a great exposure event for people to be a part of. All right.
Hey, Coach, real quick, it does say that quarterbacks are for ninth grade to 11th grades are full.
For the underclassmen?
No, for ninth through 11th grade.
Okay. But if you're experienced 11, you can play up into the upperclassmen game, the senior game. We started out senior game. Now we're bringing high level players, all our power four, all four guys, and all that. They're playing up into that game. So we call that an upperclassmen game now. I got to change the wording on that. It's not just a senior only game.
Yeah, it says you have one position left at quarterback, 12th grade.
Gotcha. Yeah, so there's going to be a mixture of 11 and 12 in that game. And some 10 will play up. If they've been playing varsity, high level, all state since freshman year to their 10th grade, 2 years in a row, they'll play in that game. They'll play up. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys. My email's in there. If you have any questions at all, you'll probably get messages from our team saying, hey, one-on-one, let's talk more about your journey individually. More than welcome to get on that call as well. Have that conversation. It's no more than a half hour. We do calls throughout the whole day. So there'll be windows of time you could pick. But it's all about your child's experience. Set them up the right way. You don't want to get to signing day, senior year, and there's two people at the table signing and everybody else is in the stands and your son's in the stands watching other people. You want to be the one at the table. So I always tell people, put it all out there. Do everything in your abilities that you can do. And some things are an investment, but you look for that return on investment down the line. So this game could be a big return starting at $5.99 and going up a little bit after that. All right, so I thank you guys for your time. Shannon.Riley at dreamsportsgroup.net with any questions. If you need any links, anything, dreamsportsgroup.net is the website to go to for more information. Don't forget the discount code, which is 24 hours. Code, there you go. Less 24 hours, 7626. All right, if you want to put that in there, take 24% off if you use it by Wednesday night. But besides that, that's all I have. Thank you guys for your time. And hopefully I'll see you guys in Texas and start seeing your journey. I want to see success stories. All right. So thank you guys and have a great night.